The Champions League quarterfinals. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the football calendar year once again, and you all know what that means. The blue lights are back, and along with that, it is time for my Champions League quarterfinal predictions, where I look at all 8 teams left in the Champions League at this point of the season, all 4 matchups that have been made, and I predict who I think will go through to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Now, as I said, I'll be predicting all these games, and if that sounds good to you and you're not yet subscribed, please do consider hitting that subscribe button down below to catch more content like this on a regular basis, may I add. I just dropped my book. Now, the 4 Champions League quarterfinals this year will be Real Madrid and Liverpool. That is going to be a fantastic game, also known as Mo Salah's worst nightmare. We've got Chelsea versus Porto. Porto a bit of a dark horse in this race. Manchester City versus Borussia Dortmund. And to cap it all off, Bayern Munich versus PSG. That was the final last year. And ladies and gentlemen, looking at all 4 of these quarterfinals in the Champions League this year, I would gladly watch any of these as a final. It is going to be a spectacular Champions League finish to the end. Whoever wins it, I think like easily 3 or 4 teams could win the Champions League this year, which, by the way, let me know in the comment section down below who you think will win the Champions League this year. But getting straight into my predictions, first off, we've got Real Madrid versus Liverpool. Now, Real Madrid did beat Atalanta in both of their legs in the previous stage, and looking at Liverpool, they beat RB Leipzig 2-0 in both of their legs. So looking at these 2 teams, last time they faced each other in the Champions League, I mean, look, they're not the same teams like they used to be. Liverpool, obviously defensively weak. I mean, the team is pretty similar, but they obviously don't have Virgil van Dijk, they don't have Joe Gomez, any of their strong centre-backs, and that could be costly versus Real Madrid, because although Real Madrid don't have Gareth Bale and they don't have Ronaldo up front anymore, attacking-wise, Benzema has had a fantastic season. Toni Kroos and Luka Modric in the midfield have been pretty decent, so you know what? I'd say looking at both of these teams, if you had to look at the individuals and the season performance so far, I have to go for Real Madrid, because Liverpool, obviously in the Premier League, have not been great, and although they recently beat both RB Leipzig and Wolves, those are both teams that are defensively strong, but attacking-wise have not been there this season. So you know what, Liverpool versus a fully fit team, I'm not sure they'll be able to take it home, and obviously I think everyone's just ready for the matchup between Mo Salah and Sergio Ramos. I think Mo Salah's going to look over his shoulder quite often, if it's not still sore, but you know what, I do think Salah is a serious contender to be the player to watch in this fixture, obviously the best performing player in the team, but I'm going to go for Karim Benzema, an underrated striker so far this year, and by far one of the best strikers in the world over the last year or two. He's had a fantastic season with Real Madrid, and I think he's going to cause Liverpool a lot of pain. Now, of course, getting into the second game, Manchester City versus Borussia Dortmund, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, as you could probably pick up, I'm not going to give a score prediction for both legs for all 4 teams or all 4 games. I'm not going to do a home and a leg game for all 4 of these matchups because it's a bit frivolous, it's a bit useless, so I'm just going to predict who I think will go through to the next stage. And Manchester City versus Borussia Dortmund, or as most people will probably see it, Erling Haaland versus Manchester City. I mean, I think the football world, with these Manchester City fans, wants to see Erling Haaland move to the Premier League, but do I think that Erling Haaland at Borussia Dortmund will be able to beat Manchester City? I'm not too sure about that. Obviously, Borussia Dortmund have not had the best season in the Bundesliga. There's a chance that they might not even end up in a Champions League spot. Look, they've got great individuals all over the pitch. Don't get me wrong, but Manchester City is just a different animal this season. Only the great likes of Manchester United can stop them. But looking at Manchester City as a whole, they looked pretty strong versus Borussia Mönchengladbach. Their defense seems to be unstoppable on every single level. Attacking wise, they're looking good even when they don't have a striker up front. Borussia Dortmund, decent, but a draw versus Sevilla in the second leg and a 3-2 win versus them in the first. It shows that they have attacking ability, but not quite there defensively. I think Sevilla are a fantastic team, but Dortmund should have done better. So you know what? I think that says it all. I think Manchester City will go through to the next leg no matter how good Erling Haaland is. And in terms of a player to watch for this fixture, I'm going to go for ex-Borussia Dortmund midfielder Ilkay Gundogan. Has had a fantastic season, and over the last month or two, maybe, dare I say, the best midfielder in the world over the last month or two. He has been fantastic, and I would like to see what he can do versus his former team, which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, not that I always plug my own videos in my current videos that I do. I've never done that before. But if you have not seen my video where I talk about the career and story of Ilkay Gundogan from childhood all the way until now, I have done a video about that. Click on the I thingy up above if you want to catch that video. But guys, it is time to get into our third quarter final of the Champions League. And as I said, the 4 teams that we have mentioned, I think almost any of them could win it this year. But you know what? Bayern Munich versus PSG, the final last Champions League season. Can PSG get their revenge? Can Bayern Munich win it for the second time? Now, looking at Bayern Munich and PSG, both teams have lost games this season that they really shouldn't have. But both, when they do win, they win by a huge margin. And can Pochettino be the first manager to win the Champions League with PSG? Unfortunately, I don't think so. Looking at Bayern Munich, they are just so strong. I've said this in quite a few videos actually, but looking at Bayern Munich, the marks of a world-class team is you have one of the best players in every single position. Up front, they've got Lewandowski, probably the best striker in the world. Midfield-wise, they've got Kimmich, they've got Thomas Müller. I would consider them to be the best in the world. Defensively, Alphonso Davies, obviously, or Kimmich if he plays right back. And goalkeeper-wise, Manuel Neuer, one of the best goalkeepers in the world. I think looking at the quality of Bayern Munich, it's just so much better than PSG. Because looking at PSG, Neymar is back. He should be back for the game. That is a huge one, which, by the way, hope your sister had a great birthday, Neymar. But looking at PSG, I've always really admired their attack. Obviously, Mbappe, Icardi, Neymar, whoever they put up front. But midfield-wise, they are lacking hugely. They've got decent midfielders, but bar maybe Di Maria if he plays there, no one really sticks out in my opinion. Same defensively, although Marquinhos can be quality, they don't quite have that ability of Thiago Silva at the back anymore. Keylor Navas could be a serious shout though, because obviously fantastic goalkeeper, and he almost kept PSG in the final last Champions League season. But you know what? At the end of the day, quality at Bayern Munich is so much better. I think PSG are going to win the first leg, I will say that, but I think Bayern Munich are going to take it overall. And player to watch, although I want to say Lewandowski or Kylian Mbappe, I'm going to go for the likes of Manuel Neuer. I can't wait to see what he does between the sticks, and I don't know. We're not going to watch Manuel Neuer for too much longer because he is an aging goalkeeper. But you know what? I think we should just appreciate him while we still have him. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our final Champions League quarter-final prediction, which, by the way, if you have obviously enjoyed up until this point, I do predictions on a regular basis with the Premier League, so please consider subscribing and get this video to 10 likes. That's all I ask for. 10 likes actually helps my channel out so much, so I'd really appreciate it. But Porto versus Chelsea. Now, obviously, I think people are saying Chelsea are the obvious favourites to win this one. They have not lost yet under Thomas Tuchel. They've got like 12 clean sheets in 14 games under Thomas Tuchel. Looking at Porto, they are just a Portuguese team. They have no chance. Where if you look at Porto, I don't know. I think they are a dark horse in this race. I mean, they knocked out Juventus. I mean, surely that gives some indication that they have a chance. We cannot rule them out. Saying that, do I think that they'll make it through and beat Chelsea? No. After that rant, no. Rant? I don't know. I don't unfortunately think Porto can beat Chelsea. I think Porto are a very good team. Look, they're not even top of the Portuguese league at the moment, saying that Sporting Lisbon are absolutely running away with it. But you know what? They have not been bad overall. Defensively, they could have been a lot better versus Juventus. They could have lost by a lot more in the second leg and could have been kicked out. But attacking-wise, the fact that they really did not give Juventus a break. They were fully committed for the full 90 minutes and beyond. So if Juventus, or if Porto, sorry, play like that versus Chelsea, they do have a serious chance. But you know what? Looking at Chelsea and their current form, unfortunately, guys, I have to give Chelsea the win in this. I think Porto will win the first leg by 1 goal and Chelsea will win it overall. Attacking-wise, they do need to improve Chelsea because defensively, yes, they've been very solid under Thomas Tuchel, but attacking-wise, still missing an element or two. And in terms of a player to watch for this entire fixture, Olivier Giroud, I just have to put him there. He's such an underrated striker, and I think that he'll be a serious threat versus yeah, sure, why not? Versus Porto. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for my Champions League quarterfinal predictions. I hope that you have enjoyed this video overall. Remember, do like this video, hit that thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. And obviously, I can't wait to see what happens. I genuinely think 3 or 4 teams could win the Champions League this year. And obviously, it's the first time in this stage of the Champions League where we haven't had either Messi or Ronaldo in like 16, 17 years. It is crazy, but it is time for the new era of football. Can Mbappe win it? Can Haaland win it? Who knows? I'm so excited to see what this Champions League season entails in terms of the final endings. But guys, this has been Finn, FY, I'll see you all next time. Cheers. Bye.